I'm going to talk about Adobe mobile apps, Photoshop Fix and Mix. Basically, Photoshop Fix is an Adobe mobile retouching app for iPhone, iPad, and Android devices. Fix works seamlessly with Photoshop Mix, the Adobe mobile app that lets you seamlessly cut out and combine photos. Both are free from Adobe. I'm going to start with Adobe Photoshop Fix. Since I don't have much time, I'm going to just give you an overview. If you want more detailed information, YouTube and the Adobe site has lots of tutorials. First thing you do is click on Photoshop Fix. I have it in my iPad in the upper left-hand corner. So all you do is just click on it. This comes to a page that probably you already had opened up in Fix. If I want to start a new project, I just go over to the plus mark on the left of the page and click on it. And you'll notice I'm just using my finger to do all the work on this. So first of all, it's going to ask you, okay, what do you want to do? Do you want to go to recent files? Do you want to go to files on your iPad? Do you want to go to Creative Cloud? Do you want to go to Lightroom, Facebook, Dropbox, or Google Photos? Now I'm going to go to Creative Cloud, which is 1, 2, 3 down from the top. In Creative Cloud, you can see I've got a bunch of photos already there, but I'm going to click on this first one up here, which is a lovely girl, and I'm going to click down here in the right-hand corner to open her up. All right. Now I am in Adobe Photoshop Fix. You'll notice at the bottom of the page it has a crop tool, an adjust tool, liquify tool, a healing tool, smooth tool, light tool, color tool, paintbrush, defocus, and vignette. First thing I'm going to do is click on crop. And crop is really easy. You just go to the upper right hand or left hand where you see the little upside down arrow, it looks like, and just drag it how you want to crop it. Take the other side, do the same way. Okay, when you like that, you just click the little check mark over in the right hand space at the bottom. Now, let's look at the crop again. If you want to move her around, or just kind of like that, or like that, this little thing right at the bottom, the little circular thing at the bottom, that's what you do, and I'm just moving it with my forefinger. Anyway, I'm going to leave it like it is, so I just wanted to let you see that. Okay, I'm going to click on the check mark again. Now, you can check the adjust, which is the next one over, and it'll let you change the exposure, contrast, warmth, saturation, shadows, and highlights. As you can see, you can do all kinds of stuff in this one program. It's also the same on the iPhone. So let's look at the exposure. Click on it, and this looks like a ruler at the bottom with a little circle. You just take that circle and move it how you want it. Okay. And I'm not going to change the exposure because I probably already have. But I did a little bit. And to select that, or let's try the warmth. Let's slide it some. I probably don't like the way that looks. Let's just leave it like it is. If you want to leave it like it is, you can go over here to the X on the left-hand side and click it. You could also go up, let's do something, let's make a saturation. Let's move saturation. There, up in the upper right-hand area, there is a undo arrow. You just click undo. And that changes back to where it was. And let's just click the arrow right here on the right. Okay, let's see, if I want to go to healing, the healing brush tool, which is probably more important than anything. And let's click on spot heal. And you come over here to your left, in the middle of the page, you use your finger and then drag out and up, on down to make your brush smaller. Hardness, let's say, that looks good, 85. This is your opacity. So let's go ahead. She's got a couple of places on her shirt here, and I'm just going to click on it. And it looks like it took it off. But if I don't like the way it looks, I can take the patch tool and come over here and move it anywhere I want to. Can you see what I'm doing here? The patch tool actually grabs a piece from the shirt, the pixels around it, and takes it that way. And I'm going to click the check mark right here on the right, and I don't like the way that looks at all. Let's go back to the healing, spot heal. Let's click right there. Okay, that looks pretty good. If you want to liquefy, you can make a lot of little different things. This is a real good way to make a cartoon character. But you can see the face is selected. And you can warp the face, you can swell the face, you can twirl the face, twirl it, and this might help sometime if maybe someone's not looking exactly right. You might want to change them. I'm going to click OK. I'm not sure I like that. Maybe undo, undo, liquefy, and click on her face. Click on her eyes. And over here on the right-hand side, you can see that you can do all kinds of things. On the eyes, let's sometimes if somebody has their eyes closed, you can use this height thing and just use your finger to go up, make the eyes go up a little bit more, or make them close down. See? And I like the way her eyes are, so I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to go back to the undo. I'm also going to send it to Adobe Photoshop. And it's now uploading the files. And when you do this, it goes to your desktop, your laptop, your iPad, your iPhone, where you can now work on it again. Let's go to Photoshop Mix, which I have up in the upper left-hand corner on my screen. I'm going to click on it. Let's close this. First thing that's going to come up is some of the files you've been working with, or it might say, okay, how about you want to go to your recent files, you want to go to your iPad, Creative Cloud, your CC Library, your Lightroom. It's the same as the Adobe Photoshop Fix. So let's go to Creative Cloud, and I'm going to go to Gaze Assets, and I'm going to select the plate. Click on it, click Open. Now you can do a lot of things here. Down here at the bottom, you can adjust it, which do an auto fix. Let's see what that does. Not much. The temperature. It's down at the bottom of the screen. You've got a little bunch of lines here look like a ruler that you can just go down with your finger, up and down, change it how you want to. And we'll just leave it about like that. Exposure, same here. You can just change it or not, or just, there you go. It looks pretty good. Anyway, there's all kinds of things you can do to a picture, and I'm going to just click over here on the right-hand side, the little check mark, and say OK. I'm going to go out and get another picture. Now, Adobe Photoshop Mix is a mobile app that you are able to do composites with. That's like putting two or more pictures together. So I'm going to click the little plus mark right here next to the mix layer down here. I'll click it, and I'm going to go to Image. I'm going to go to Create a Cloud, go to Gaze Assets, and I'm going to click this cow here. Resize the canvas. It always asks you if you want to do that to be the same size as the other one. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go up here to the little closed circle, and I'm going to make it come down. I'm going to just move it so it resizes. I'm going to take it, and I'm going to, with my finger, and I'm going to put it right on the plate here. Now, instead of having a big piece of steak here, let's just have a cow right in the big middle of it. I'm not wanting to make it turn, but that's pretty good right there. So why don't we share it? I need to put these two little files together. And so you come up here to the, looks like two documents, one on top of another, and click on it. That now makes a document that I can export. So let's export it, send it to Photoshop CC, and when I send it to Photoshop CC, it should go to my Photoshop CC on my desktop, or on my laptop, or on my iPad and iPhone, and click OK. Here I am now on my desktop, and I've got Photoshop open, and it opened up to where I was the last time I used it. So I'm going to go over to Cloud Documents, and I'm going to go to my folder, Cow folder. I'm going to open it up, and this was the last one I did. When I open it up, it does open up in layers, and I have already used Photoshop to modify it a little bit, make it a little bit prettier and more lifelike. So I've added a lot more grass down here, and that's all you do. And then you just save it. File, and I'm just File, Save As, and you can come down here and save it to the Cloud Documents, or you can save it on your computer. So I'm going to save it to Cloud Documents, and I'm going to just save it. And that's all you have to do.